slow charge anyway.
Next question.
Yeah.
Okay. You kind of started with my question. I was going to ask, how do you get funding for the events and the activities that you do?
Shit. So I'm sorry for cursing. I'm so sorry.
I'll edit it out.
Cool. So I can cuss all I want. You can just edit it out. No, but so as far as the funding goes, there's government grants, you know, and that's where most of our funding come from, you know, which is sad because if they pull that funding, then what the hell is we gonna do, you know? So, but a little bit of our funding is grassroots, you feel me?
Sure.
And we want to actually make Fly grassroots based, you know, like we want to fundraise. We want to get the community to actually invest in something that will help the community, you know, and that's why we're here. Shoot, that's pretty much the answer.
Oh yeah, but also we would be remiss to say that, okay, we're not only getting government grants, we're not only getting grassroots funding from fundraisers as well, but we also write our own grants as well. But one of the greatest ways in which we can get funding is through donations as well. Like anyone who's out there, you know, watching this video even, you can donate to Fly. Go to the website, www.stopchicago.org/Fly. Donate.
No doubt.
All right.
And as far as like the fundraising, let me just tell you, we're working on making a mixtape. We're gonna sell that. We have T-shirts. We're gonna sell them. We're gonna sell buttons. Talking about buttons. Yeah, like we invent things. I'm talking about invent. We create a funding resource and we market it. And we put it out there because, and we also want to make this work seem cool, right? So if we had cool shirts, you know, some mixtape which tells your struggle and your stories, because we don't know this, but a lot of our own stories are similar to hundreds of thousands of people. You did.
True.
So that's just the way that we get to them.
Yeah.
No
Okay.
doubt.
So y'all don't get paid for this, right?
Right.
So how do you feel rewarded after you work with the youth?
That's a great question.
Yeah, that is great.
Question.
That's awesome. All right. Well, how do we get rewarded, right? We put in a lot of work, put in a lot of time. When it comes to this type of work, you really have to be non-for-profit. Like when I say non-for-profit, you want to be a non-for-profit profit, right? You know, like you being prophetic with what you're doing, with your words, with your actions, with our words and with our actions. This is what we're doing. You know, we say we want to do something, we make it happen. We said we want the age limit. We said we wanted to have sanitary living conditions for the youth in the Adi home, the juvenile detention center, and we made it happen. You know, we said, due to the passing of our other co-founder, comrade, Damian Turner, we said we need a level 1 trauma center for adults on the South Side. We can't let this happen to any more of our guys, any more of our brothers. And guess what? We forced the University of Chicago to shell out $40 million for a level 1, top of the line level 1 trauma center for adults inside the Holy Cross on the South Side. No other group have done these things. No other organization have done these things. The reward is just getting these services, getting our communities help that they need, and getting them involved in that process.
For sure.
You want to add on?
Heck yeah. That's his way. That's how he's rewarded, right? You know, and I feel that the same way. You know, I'm rewarded by the accomplishments and the things that we get, you know. But what the reward is for me personally, you dig, is to see the young people from off the streets actually motivated, actually educated, actually willing to fight. And to know that we were a part of making that happen, you dig, like that's my reward, because I don't even care, you feel me, if I don't get paid for this work. I need to get paid for some more work, but I don't care if I get paid for this work, you dig? Because the young people are invested, you dig? I'm invested in this community, and once I see change happen in this community, then look, I'm blessed, you feel me? I'm blessed because that's another leader growing. That's another leader being shaped, you feel me? And that's due to some vanguards that made that happen, you know, from its community. And we started right here. And for me to see the young people come in and out of here damn near every single day, you feel me? Like they have the hunger for learning. You feel me? They want to see this happen. And these are they fights. They created these fights, you dig? And when they get happy because they won, I'm happy that they're happy that they won. You feel me? Like, just to see them feeling accomplished and that they did something, you know, that's the greatest reward ever. Like, ever. Like you might think that I'm like going overboard, but ever, you feel me? I love to see them smile, you dig? Cause these my brothers, you feel me? These who I saying, you dig, get shot at, you feel me? I done got shot at with them, you feel me? We was out here hungry. We was out here running the streets. We was out here walking around all night because we ain't had nowhere to live at, you feel me? That's who I love to see smile because I rarely see them smile.
Good answer. I got two more.
What? Are you?
She said two questions ago.
No, I said four more.
Oh, okay.
Did I? Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the events you've had in the past?
Some events?
Yeah. You kind of already touched on this.
Okay.
So you can just like keep it like a short list.
All right. So, okay. So we had events such as, we had a Tent City event, right? The Tent City event was our first trauma center campaign action.
No, it wasn't, boy. Stop lying like that, boy.
Major action.
No, it wasn't, boy.
Bro, the Tent City?
That was just a big action, man. Come on now, because our first action was on Damien's birthday, man.
Well, beyond that, I'm talking about big action, bro.
Dude, alright. I'm gonna give it to you. Oh, you mean like not big, but impactful.
Yeah, impactful. Yeah, so the Tent City event was one of our most impactful events that we had. It was commemorating the slaying of our fellow comrade Damien Turner, our best friend, our co-founder, and we decided to just say, forget it. We're going on the University of Chicago's campus. We're going to set up some tents. We're going to stay there all night, and we're going to get some demands. We're going to meet with the dean of the hospital. We're going to meet with the president of the university. We're going to have them come out here because they're ignoring our calls. They're ignoring our texts. They're ignoring our emails. Okay, the text may be too far. But I'm just saying, they was ignoring us, and we had to do something drastic. So we brought tents there. They called their police officers there. But we stayed. We persevered. In the morning, we had a press conference. We got our word out. We had some UFC hospital officials, you know, come out to try to teach and mitigate with us and talk to us. So that was one of our huge events. We always have events. We always have actions if they are synonymous. And whether it's sit-ins in administrative building, trying to get a meeting with the president at the University of Chicago, or just out here taking over whole streets, protest marching with community members, all ready to ride, all down for the movement.
For sure.
You know?
You did, and you did. And I'm not gonna go in depth on none of this stuff. As Corey said, we had 10 cities. We had mock funerals. We had teach-ins. We have fundraising parties. We have town halls. We have freaking weekly meetings every week. What else? Like fundraiser. We got my funeral. Yeah, man. We do a lot.
Okay, last question. What events will you be having soon?
Now, that's interesting because we was just planning some events.
Right.
As we can see, this
Retreats.
is... Oh yeah, we have retreats as well. The best retreats ever. As we can see, today is October 6th, and Halloween is right around the corner. So we're planning a super dope, fly, stop the violence Halloween party. And we just, our main plans on that day is to have it in the skating rink. Everyone knows, everybody remember the days when they was in the rink, turning up in their youth, and even a year ago, or maybe even about a week ago, you know? So that's one of our huge events. It's gonna be real fly.
Definitely.
So that one is like, it's set already?
Yes, it's pretty much set.
Yeah, it's set for to happen up on the 31st. It might happen up on the, so we having our planning meeting and everything you did, so we still gotta plan like the specifics and everything. But the 31st is like the day that we came up with today. We're gonna have a retreat for our young people in January. The initial plan is for New Orleans. It might switch up. We're having a stepper set. A stepper set where we invite the community out and we call that Stepping for Justice. We have some teach-ins happening as far as the Adi Home campaign goes. And yeah, and there's gonna be many more actions. There's definitely gonna be many more actions pertaining to the trauma center campaign, because even though we got a trauma center on the south side, they're trying to, what's another word for renege? Because I don't like the term nig. You feel me? Like but they're trying to take back. They're trying to take back.
Yeah, and recant on their statements.
Recant. All right, hold on, boy. This my time to shine. So they're trying to recant, I like that word, on their statements you did, because they said that they stated in January that they're going to raise the age of the children's trauma center from 16 to 18. And now that they invested $40 million in the trauma center at Holy Cross, they're trying to recant and say that we really don't need to raise the age since we got the trauma center on the south side. Not saying that they put the trauma center in a place that's exactly 5 miles from where Damian Turner was shot, which in order to be designated not a trauma desert, you will have to be at least 5 miles of a trauma center. So what about the blocks that's 1 block east of Cottage Grove? That's still a trauma desert. So there's gonna be many actions, many protests, many fights. This struggle is not stopping anytime soon. No time soon. It flies not ending anytime soon, because as far as I know, the injustice will be going on for some time, and until we all wake up. Actually, we all are woke, but until we all start getting up, then there's always gonna be some injustice somewhere, and that's where Fly will come in.
All right, thank you. I'm all done.
All right.
Man, we killed it.
Thank you.
It took longer than I thought. What was that, like 45 minutes?
Just about.
All right.
Was that like too long?
Huh?
Was it too long?
Yeah, but I'm gonna edit it out. So I'm making